Hyundai Sheet has been dedicated to the production of outdoor advertising boards for 30 years since it started as Hyundai Total Planning, a screen printing company in 1970. Since Hyundai Sheet became the first Korean company to release adhesive advertisement boards in 1985, it has established its position as a leader of adhesive sheet producers through continual research and development. Hyundai Sheet offers a wide range of products from various color sheets for advertisements, sheets for interior decoration, and sheets for window valances to high-quality PVC adhesive film for special applications. By providing the best quality products at affordable prices, Hyundai Sheet is expanding its market internationally as well as domestically. Based on achievements in research, the company has developed 4Zone, a new type of interior decoration finishing material, which will be a key product in driving Hyundai Sheet to a leader of 4Zone, boasting exceptional durability, goes with any interior and looks like new for the longest time. 4Zone keeps deformation caused by heat, temperature changes, or moisture to a minimum. It is extremely resistant to chemical-based cleaners and is easy to clean as it does not stain easily. 4Zone is easy to install. With reliable finish and dimension stability, 4Zone reduces installation time to a minimum. Easy to apply to curved surfaces to modify and repair, 4Zone is an economic choice. 4Zone has been accredited by the Korea Fire Equipment Inspection Corporation, the Korea Register of Shipping, and Lloyd's of London for its fire-resistant properties. Specially treated 4Zone will keep your indoor space from a danger of fire. Processed in the most up-to-date and two-way processing facilities, 4Zone comes in 200 different patterns, including wood grain, animal skin, metal, and granite finishes. The sophisticated look and superb quality of 4Zone offers a unique interior for hotels, department stores, shopping malls, wedding halls, sports centers, and trade show venues. The ideal surface temperature of the area for application of 4Zone is between 20 and 25 degrees Celsius. If the surface temperature is lower than 12 degrees Celsius, evenly heat the surface with a heater or dryer. Uneven heating can cause wrinkling in overheated spots. Remove any surface moisture and let dry thoroughly before applying 4Zone, as moisture will cause the glue on 4Zone to loosen. If any substance or air comes in between the surface area and 4Zone, the finished surface of 4Zone will get bumps. To avoid this, ensure that you work in a well-lit, dust-free area when applying 4Zone. Ensure the table is a suitable height and width for 4Zone. Cover your work table with paper or linen to keep the front and back of 4Zone from getting scratches. Fill any holes on the surface to be covered with putty and allow to dry. Sand the surface with sandpaper number 180. Remove oil-based stains with a cloth soaked in lacquer thinner. Paint the primer specialized for 4Zone film evenly on the surface. Fill holes with polyester putty and sand the surface with sandpaper number 180. Remove rust or burrs on welded parts with a grinder or sandpaper. Remove oil-based stains with a cloth soaked in lacquer thinner. Paint the primer on the surface up to the edges before applying the 4Zone film on the surface. Fill nail holes on the surface where 4Zone will be applied. To increase adhesiveness for putty, coat the board surface with liquid type thinner and plug the holes on the surface where 4Zone will be applied with putty before applying primer paint. You will need a plastic push stick, tape measure, dryer, cutter, 4-zone primer, cloth, pin, brushes, roller, lacquer thinner, and metal measure. Cut the 4-zone film 3 to 4 centimeters larger than the dimensions of surface on which it will be applied. Align the 4-zone film with the surface. To mark the starting location, peel 5 to 10 centimeters of 4-zone film off the backing paper and gently press the 4-zone film against the surface. Attach the 4-zone film to the surface from the starting location using the plastic push stick. Apply pressure downward from the center to the left and right. Tilt the plastic push stick at a 45-degree angle from the surface and overlap it halfway where pressure is first applied to attach the 4-zone film. Do not press the plastic push stick back and forth as it will create air pockets. Press down and forward the plastic push stick only in one direction. Take the backing paper off 20 to 30 centimeters at a time. Gently pull the 4-zone film downward and pressing the film down at the same time. To make your work easier, take advantage of elasticity generated when the backing paper is peeling off. Make sure the edges of the film are firmly attached to the surface area. Press the plastic push stick hard once again all over the film after finishing attaching it. If you spot a big bubble underneath the film while attaching it, widely peel the film, reapply, and press it with the plastic push stick. Make a hole on small bubbles with a needle or pin and press it over with the push stick to firmly attach it to the desired surface. Remove any excess film with a knife when finished. For firm attachment of 4-zone film, apply primer twice on the area where the edges of the surface. To attach the film on protruding edges, work on the flat, wide surface area first and go towards the edges as you pull and press the film gently. Press the film firmly, paying special attention to the edges. To attach the film to sunken edges, first work on the flat, wide surface area that borders the sunken edges. Take advantage of the elasticity generated when the backing paper comes off at 20 to 30 centimeter intervals to press gently and pull the 4-zone film. Press the film over the sunken and the surrounding area with caution. Sand the curved surface and paint the primer on it and surrounding area. Cut the 4-zone film 10 centimeters larger than the dimensions of surface. Start attaching the film to the flat surface. Heat the film with a dryer so that the film becomes flexible enough for the curved surface. Use your hands to attach the heated film on the surface. Don't let the film become overheated. Pull the heated film from its edges and press it down along the curved surface. Alternate the pressure on the left and right as you pull and press the film down gently to prevent the film from wrinkling. To prevent the film from peeling or shrinking, attach the edges of the 4-zone film 1 to 2 centimeters inside the edges of the curved surface. Cut off the excess film that was rolled up to the back of the surface. Press once again with the plastic push stick and add the finishing touch to it the same way as with the flat surface. Add 5 centimeters more engaging film than the dimension surface area where the film will be applied if 2 surface areas have to face each other. Overlap 2 sheets of film for 3 centimeters and leave them overnight to adjust to room temperature. Place the measure on the halfway point of the overlapping part between the 2 sheets and cut the line along the measure. Remove the backing paper. Place the 2 sheets side by side without leaving a gap. Press along the join. If there is a gap between the sheets of film, press it with the plastic push stick to narrow the gap. To smooth out the surface area where film will be applied, remove dirt or oil stain with cloth soaked in thinner and sand the rust and welded areas with sandpaper number 180. Gently sand over the painted surface. Apply primer to the edges of the door and start attaching the 4-zone film to the flat surface as described in Applying to a Flat Surface. For flush doors, it is desirable to prime the protruding parts and then attach 2 layers of 4-zone film. For areas where 2 layers of film are needed, apply primer first and let it dry before attaching film with 10 mm overlapping. When placing 2 sheets of film side by side, at least 3 cm should overlap. To attach the film to narrow surfaces, prime the other sides to keep the films from sticking together and make it easy to press with the push stick. If the film has embossing or patterns on, the color of the film might look different depending on the directions of the patterns or embossing once attached. Use plaster on rough surfaces such as mortar walls or asbestos boards to even out the surface. Having it underneath the 4-zone film does not affect the color or direction of embossing between the film and the surface. Hyundai Sheet strives to set a trend in our lives by creating a unique living space. Hyundai Sheet has been a reliable partner to customers with its best products and services.